Hello, welcome to another episode of Sailesh Creates One Shot. I almost forgot the name of this series. It's been a long week, to be honest. I've done 3 videos, and you'll see from this video, well, here anyway, it's a real-time video, and I waffle on like nobody's business, and I don't make much sense in parts. But some of it is importance, I guess. Like the tips that I give are quite interesting and useful, but there is a lot of waffle and weird banter in the middle of these tips, so be warned. It's a long video, it's 18 minutes, but I've kept it real time because I feel for this portion of creating a face, I think doing this section, which is the eye, is quite important, and you'll just see how interesting it is, the way an eye kind of brings a face to life from what you've done prior to creating the face. So it is interesting. It's just full of waffle and crazy tired talk. So forgive me for that. Maybe I shouldn't do 2 episodes in one day. Please follow, subscribe, like, comment on this episode. That would be really good. I'm also on Facebook now, so all those links, those URLs are on the screen right now. And the next episodes, I'm going to aim for better quality, better talking, and be a bit more concise and to the point. So here it is, the process video for the eye and how I go about doing it. Enjoy. Hello. So, yes, we are looking at the eyes, more specifically the eye of this piece, using the same photo reference. I'm using the pencil, but I'm not going to be utilizing too much of its features that it unlocks. Perhaps the odd blend here and there. I'm not sure, to be honest. It depends on how I feel and what I think this piece needs, which is true for every piece, and I'm sure it's true for your artwork too. Sometimes you feel like you don't want any fancy schmancy stuff on your work, and sometimes you do. You want to put that extra little bit of stuff on it, icing, cherries. I don't know, I'm already talking rubbish, sorry. So we're going to do this bold move here and use the marker pen. Actually, one thing that the pencil enables you to do when it's activated like this is it generates thinner strokes for tools like the marker and the watering color, watering color brush, and the fountain pen. As you can see, that's thin. So there you go, that's the reason. And this is not very, it's not a circle of how I imagined. Let's do that again. So the last episode was sped up because that took 40 minutes. So the idea with this one, try and do it real time and stick to the 10 minutes-ish area. And I'm thinking I'll probably just do one eye for this video. And see how we go. So as you can see, half, and you can see already that this half, the face is like coming to its own already, and I find that really exciting. I don't know why, call me weird, but I do like eyes, and making them all sparkly. It's fun. So we're using the same photo reference, the Beyoncé picture, just kind of to get to the point really, and copying the eyelash style, whatever it is, or the makeup even. I think it's the makeup that's doing this shape. But just getting something that is feasible, really. I could come up with my own, but then it's not gonna be 100%, you know, something that might work, might not work kind of thing. I'm not really conveying this idea very well, sorry. But yeah, using a photo reference, as I said before, just helps all around with everything. So yeah, just help get this circle a bit more round. Would be good. Okay, that'll do for now. I'm just thickening this top part so it joins a little bit, like so. And it is surprising what you can apply to the eye to make it a bit more open, even though it's not really. It's just the contrast that the black and the white kind of give each other to kind of get that happening. It's really cool. It's very, very obvious stuff, but I find it really fascinating and nice. Don't know why. But yes, it's cool. It's cool to do this. I think I might have over exaggerated the bottom. Maybe it is a bit OTT. Doesn't matter. Okay, so what we are going to do next is add some light dots like this, shiny, just to kind of give it some realistic reflections on the actual dark part, the coloured part. It's going to be coloured. And actually using the same photo reference that you use for the main face, the actual face for the light source, makes sense for the eye as well, especially with how light reflects, because it goes in hand even with the actual face itself, the direction of the light. So there's a point that I didn't think about before, so there you go. That is a legitimate reason for using Beyoncé again for this picture, for this video, I mean. So we're just kind of giving the eye some real bits, like the pink parts. Again, I don't know the words of things, I just know them by the shapes. I'll call this bit roundy and this bit long pinky. And you get different degrees of what you put into a long pinky. So as it gets towards the end, make it darker. And it doesn't matter if you go into what you've already done, because you know that's black, so you can just go over it again. But it helps to kind of get in there and kind of give it that stroke, because then it'll just make it a bit more believable that, you know, it is beneath the actual lash bit. So yeah, so a lot of it is very, very kind of just observing what you see, but maybe thinking about what you don't want to keep and what you want to add to make it a bit more, I don't know, a bit more, you know, a bit more cooler. You have the artistic license, so you can do crazy things if you really wanted to. Like now I am using surface pressure to kind of create the colour of the eye, which I haven't done before. Trying new things on this video for myself, and that looks quite cool. It's quite effective. And yes, don't worry about going over things that you've done. As I said before, you can just simply go over this again with white. And it's not a problem. And the black of the eye, just need to, I don't know, some days I can do circles really, really easily, and other days I can't. It's very weird. I'm not consistent in that aspect. And with these reflective bits, you don't have to use a colouring pencil. You can use a marker, that works as well. But I just like the organic feel of it growing with the colouring pencil sometimes. Well, yeah, I shouldn't really do that for this video because time is precious, but I'll show you how I do it normally. It's being genuine for you guys. Okay, so we just got to get this contrast going on the edge, so we can have a bit of reflectiveness happening here. So I'm just going to put different shades of pink, to dark to medium. Now I've got it going on here, and I use it all the time from this part of the palette. And then we're adding pure white and just dotting it in to give it that moist effect. Sounds disgusting, but that's what it is. And you can see, yeah, it's coming along quite nicely. And we've hit the 10-minute mark, damn it. Doesn't matter. You can go over a little bit. I've still got quite a bit to do, I think, though. Doesn't bode well. Yeah, so just adding more and more as we do this. And it's coming alive very slowly. That's the cool thing about doing things in this app, with Paper App. If you didn't know and you just joined me in this series, I'm using Paper for iPad, and at the moment it's only for iPad, which is a shame because I'd love to use it on Android. That'd be really cool. And cool for a lot of other people, but that's the way it is. I'm afraid, a lot of things are just for iPad, which I guess makes sense for the app developer because it's the most popular one. Not saying it's the best, but it's the most popular. I like it, but then I do like Android as well at times. So, but I think if an app such as this was on more devices, then it'll just grow the community even more, and there'll be more people using this app, and that'll be really cool. Really cool. So yes, we just need to add a bit more Goopsy colour to this, and then we're going to go in with the black and just kind of darken it. This is in fact a first, I wasn't lying. Colouring the eye like that with the surface pressure is a new one for me. Well, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going in with a pointy, just giving it a bit of shape. You can hear that tapping. Also, if you can hear the fan noise in the background, it's because I'm rendering the previous episode as I filmed this episode. Multitasking, eh? Forward thinking. So yeah, you can spend absolutely ages on eyes. I spend absolutely ages on a lot of things in relation to using paper. Cannot help it. It's quite addictive actually. And the reinforcement you get from the community, such as on Tumblr and on Mix, it's just really, really cool. Really, really good community on Tumblr especially. Just very supportive and getting great response from the community on Tumblr with these videos, hence me doing more and more. So thank you guys on Tumblr and on YouTube as well. But yeah, check out the Tumblr community. We are everywhere on Tumblr. If you type in "made with paper," no spaces, in the search field, you will find all of our artwork, and it's amazing stuff, and you wouldn't believe such artwork could be created on an iPad without pressure sensitivity. It is mind-boggling at times, but once you get into it, this whole paper stuff, then you'll realise that, you know, even you naysayer, unbeliever, can create stuff that is amazing as well, and that is exciting. Okay, this is 14 minutes long, damn. Alright, so I just need to put a bit of more shade into this top part, because I feel, well, I can see from the reference as well as my own experience that as it goes towards the heavy part of the eyelash, the eye white becomes shaded, basically. And then what I will do now, well, what I usually do is get quite a faint pinky shade. I'm just gonna add something like this just to get something going, because it's not going to be pure white. And then for this, it's not even on the picture, but I did it in the test and it looks quite cool, so I'm going to do it for this eye and see what happens. But just adding something that continues this kind of swoop of light and kind of having it transcend the coloured part of the eye to the white of the eye is quite interesting. Let's just have a look to see. Ooh, I'm not sure about that actually. Not at that angle. Let's do that again. Maybe actually maybe. Let's just increase this shade. Go down a little bit. We'll just blend it in. As you can see, it's like 16 minutes into this one eye. Imagine if I went and did two. That would be very, very, very long. So yeah, this will have to be a long episode, I'm afraid. Hopefully you guys get something out of it. You can always replay the wonders of the digital world. You can replay things and watch them again, which is good. Right. Yeah, I'm just faffing about here. Okay, and then yes, we want to add that extra fantastical highlight reflection just there, just to give it something interesting, a bit more interesting than what's. Oh my gosh, it did look good in the test. Okay, I think I'll do it at this level. Let's see, if it doesn't work then we'll leave it out. I think that works. But yeah, you get the gist. This is how you create an eye. I'm going to end it here. I'll do the other eye in my own time, and then we'll get onto other parts of this face for the next episode. Hopefully this helps, and let me know in the comments and comment section and stuff, and follow me on the various places on the internet. And yeah, hopefully this helped. Until the next one, bye.